There we go. That's a fish. I am in one now. Come on, baby. Get over here. Get over here. Good morning, YouTube community. I am here in upstate New York at the Ashokan Reservoir in search of some smallmouth bass. And it is a beautiful place. Here is the reservoir right here. Early morning in early fall. Let's get moving. Okay, gonna head out to this point that I fished in another video, the one with the snakes in it, the one where I thought there was a copperhead snake, which I think was just a garden variety water snake. But I'm gonna blast out to the same location and see if we can find some smallmouth that have turned on for the fall feed. Absolutely beautiful out here. Well, we've made it out to the point, and here we are. Have this giant Ashokan Reservoir in front of me, and there are some smallmouth bass out there that have been waiting for me to show up. So let's get on them, see if we can catch some smallmouth. All right, gonna start out here with a lipless crankbait. Do some quick searching around on one of the bigger main lake points that, if you look at it on the map, definitely stands out from the other ones. And I'm just thinking early fall, the bass are gonna be moving up for their fall feed, and I am hoping to be the lucky recipient of several of those guys wanting to eat this morning. And this is where I guess it's a really good problem to have, but there's just so much water to cover, and when you're doing it all from the shoreline, you got to really pick and choose your spots, and hopefully I've picked the right spot. There we go. There's a bass. There we go. We are. Oh, he got off. 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 All right, I'm checking my hooks right now. That is so disappointing because that was a 2.5, every bit of a 2.5 pound smallmouth bass. Sharpening my hooks. I'm going to take a second to say this. I learned a very, very hard lesson about dull hooks. Probably, I don't know, 25 years ago in a bass tournament, and I lost probably a good 8 or 10 fish, and later learned that I was buying hooks from a manufacturer that shipped them with not the greatest hooks. I'll just leave it at that. And I learned how to sharpen hooks where if they don't stick to your fingernail when they just touch your fingernail slightly, they're not sharp enough. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Okay, I do not recall exactly where I purchased this stone, but I used to have a 600 grit stone that I would carry with me, but this one seems like kind of a diamond stone. It's flat on one side. It's got the little slot back here on this side, but I just use this flat side right here. Run the hook. I go point into the stone, and then if that doesn't stick to your nail, it's not sharp enough. There we go. That's a fish. I am in one now. Come on, baby. Get over here. Get over here. This is a good one. It's a nice bass. This is a nice bass. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Stay down. Jeez. This is a nice fish. All right. Not as big as I thought, but I will take that. I will take that. Beautiful 2-pounder. Look how beautiful that is. Ashokan Reservoir, smallmouth bass. Let's get right back in after them. So when you're fishing a spot like this and it's open water, you catch a fish like that and you go, man, I do not remember where I caught that. Because it's open water, all I'm doing is I'm keying on those mountains back there and trying to cast to the same spot in one of the ridges, or I have a spot picked out over there that I cast out before, and I know specifically where it was, and I hit that one that I thought was a fish, went right back to the same spot and caught that fish, and now I'm going to cast back to that same exact general area several times. That is right about where it was, and see if there are a little handful of them. Hopefully there are. I just want to see a couple bruisers. There we go. Nope. That is hung up. Nope. Did I break it? Broke it. All right, well, I switched over to a blue and chrome because I don't have the same color pattern that I was using before, the one that was kind of a golden shiner. And I just sharpened the hooks on this guy. Sharp hooks are critical, critical, critical. All right, and seeing that it is early fall, I am going to check the water temperature. The air temperature right now is 54 degrees. 54 degrees, October 21st, 2017. All right, water temperature. Water temperature is 62. 62. All right, here we go again. Smallmouth will usually chase a bait from a further distance than a largemouth, at least as far as I've experienced and seen with other fishermen. So I don't know that I'm gonna keep letting this sink because it is just full of rocks on the bottom. I have caught them on this blue chrome color pattern before, right at this exact spot actually. So I'm not so much worried about the color. At this stage of the game, being early fall, I think they're just trying to fatten up. Could probably throw a pink lipless out here and it would catch them. There we go, there we go. I said come on, and what did I get? What did I get? Come on, doesn't feel big. Right now it doesn't feel big. Right now it doesn't feel big. Once it gets close to the shore, he might. Yeah. Feels like he's got a little weight. Oh no. Oh, he got off. He got off. He got off. He got off. Ah, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Didn't feel big, but maybe his brother's sitting there. There we go, right there, right there. This is what schooling smallmouth. Come on, baby, stay down. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Come on, come on, come on. over here. Get over here. Man, he is strong. Strong dude. All right. Not so big. That's number 2. All right, let's get right back in there. That was cool, 2 casts in a row. One of them popped off. All right, well, started out with a bang there. Had 4 bites in, I don't know, probably 25 or 30 casts, maybe 50 casts, and landed 2 of the 4. One almost got right into the bank. I never saw it, so I don't know how big it was. So we're going to call that one a 5-pounder. Anyhow, I'm going to keep on rolling and try to catch some more smallmouth. All right, so I've just walked from right over there back over here. There's this island. I wish the water was 1 foot lower. I could walk out onto that island and fish in behind it. All right, I think I gotta take my shoes off. Walk over there. Lipless. There we go, there we go, there we go, baby. Oh my God, that was a good one. I think that got on the camera coming out of the water. That was a big dude right there. Wow. And I just sharpened these hooks. There's so much for my hook lesson. You know, you get those smallmouth on, and I mean, they come leaping out of the water. That thing came 2 feet out of the water. But being on the shoreline, there ain't no fast moves on these giant boulders. So, man. Anyway, any advice would be welcome. You gotta be kidding. That's how you lose your lipless crankbait, by leaving your finger hooked on too long. Well, that's 3 lost crankbaits, so there's about a $15 morning so far, probably more than that, but there's more in the tackle box, so let's keep on rolling. This lipless has a little bit different shape to it. No markings on it. I'm not sure where I picked it up, but it's going to be a different sound to it. So either the fish will hear that and go, ooh, something new, and go after it, or they liked the sound of the other, which I was connected to at least 5 different fish with. I'm going to move up here to the point, which is originally my target when I arrived this morning, and as I made my way around the corner there, a couple fish showed me that they were active, so actually got into 5 bass. I was solidly hooked with 5, landed 2, and now I am going to focus my attention out here on the point, throw a variety of lures before I have to go. I don't have a lot more time, and let's see what we can get. Since I haven't had a bite in a while, I want to blame the other lipless bait that I had on, and therefore I tied on a rattle trap, and I've caught them on rattle traps in here before. I know it's the guy behind the camera that's the issue, but it's a fisherman's job to make up excuses. Okay, -1 to the rescue. I don't have any more of the, I guess they're probably half-ounce lipless. Oh my God, there's more. Okay, that's the third fish I've seen break the surface, and that's why I put this -1 on, so I can get out there a little further. They're out there busting shad, I think. Has to be what's up. Try to get out there close to where they are. Could be a school of them, I don't know. Right about there. There we go. Hey, there we go, baby. That's awesome. That's so beautiful. That's so cool. That's so cool. Thank you, Lord. Stay pinned, baby. Stay pinned. Stay pinned. Good one. That is a good one. Right there. That is good. Oh, he got off right there. That was a good fish. Rats. I'll tell you what, losing that thing stung. But it was cool because I saw a fish break and I couldn't get out to it with the smaller sized lipless. So I was just trying to think as quickly as I could, and I decided to throw this man's 1- or -1. I've always called him -1, I don't know. Threw that on there, and I saw the fish break again. I cast out. I missed it by about, I don't know, 10 feet where it had broken the second time. And then as I was reeling up, I think it broke one more time. Cast it over right where it broke, got about 2 cranks on it, and slam, nailed it. So when you see fish breaking like that, if you can get to them, they are in an aggressive mood. And you just throw something in there fast moving like that, I think they'd hit, you know, obviously a jerk bait or spinner bait, crankbait, just something you can zip past them. They don't have time to think, they just react. All right, everybody, well, that's going to wrap this one, and managed to catch a couple. Left 4 in the water, but man, that last one was a doozy. That was a good fish, and I think you guys understand after seeing my expression. So if you would, I'd appreciate it if you would hit the like and subscribe. Also, leave your comments below, and I will respond back. See you guys on the next video. Tight lines, everybody.